RIU Jay and what's the meaning behind So You Should Keep?
So for you to keep, how I met Jay. First, how I met Jay. It's kind of crazy how I met Jay. Um, how I met Jay, it was that he was hanging out with my brothers. I think this when he was like he was young. He was so fucking young. He was so young. He was hanging out with my brothers, and this when I was living with my dad. I think I was a freshman. Um, and one day I came to. I think it was the summer. I came to spend a night at my mama crib, and I just saw him hanging out with my brothers. I was like, what the fuck? Who is this nigga? Who is this nigga on the block? You know, cause that was our block. I ain't gonna lie, that was our block first, and you feel me? That was me and my boy Rayshawn, my boy Ray. Shout out to Ray. You know, um, the real fucking, the beast of fucking basketball in Waukegan. Y'all should check that nigga out. Shout out to Ray. Um, that was me and Ray block. So we were like, who the fuck is this nigga? And then I was like, I don't want. And I told Kevon, I told my brothers, I told Vaughn, and I told Tez that I don't want you to hang out with him. I know I was kind of fucked up. And 1 week later, 1 week later, cause I remember this shit like it was yesterday. 1 week later, because every time when I spend a night at my mama crib, it would be like 2 weeks, and I gotta go back to Wisconsin. Um, 1 week later, I think somebody told him about I've been making songs and shit, and or I don't think he even know or knew, and he was like, do you want to make a song? Yeah, I looked at this nigga, I was like, what the fuck? Like this nigga. First, I was gonna say no, cause I was gonna give up, but I was like, you know what? Let's try. Even though the song was kind of like, we was shorties. We didn't know what we was doing. We didn't know what we was mixing, and we didn't know what we was mixing. We like, bro, it was all raw. It was like for fun. We made Run It Up. That's how we got the name of RIU. It stands for Run It Up, and you know, ever since then, every fucking year, year by year by year by year by year, bro, we've been making songs, and and when the year passed, that's when we started getting better and better and better. Like start knowing shit, start knowing new shit, and so for you to keep, that was basically of my grandma, and Jay put his soul in. Jay put his part in. That was for his uncle, cause my grandma, she passed away. Long live my grandma. You feel me? And long live his uncle. His uncle got shot, and my grandma passed of sickness, and so um, we just feel like that was our loved ones. That was feeling. So yeah, that's how I made "So For You to Keep," and then that's how I made. That's how I met Running Up Jay.